Welcome back, my friends. My name is Tumitladi, and this will be video number 13, all about the database in C Sharp. Well, this is going to be an exciting one, so stay tuned. So, something is missing. So, this is my local development database, right? Specifically, I'm in business info, but something is missing, right? And mind, please note that this is dummy data, right? So I have the name, description of the business and why the business, latitude and longitude, right? If it's active or not, but something is missing. In my design, I don't know how I missed address. Remember this data, I need this data to be on the mobile application for the end users. Mobile application being .NET MAUI, I need this to be on the map, but the address is missing, right? So that's what we're gonna fix today, right? Because if the client goes to his or her dashboard, you see that something is missing, which is the address of the business. Yes, we do have the latitude and longitude, but we do not have the address. So I want us to add that in a database, migrations, and everything. So let's get started. Right, so I'm gonna go to data access layer for cover the shoe, right? And I'm gonna look for a table called business info, right? On this table, it's very simple, just under name. Firstly, we need to make it required. It's a must, it needs to be here. And then we're gonna have a property of type string, and then this will be the name of the property, which is the address. Then that's it, we are done, literally done. All right. Then there are other couple of places. So we have this. I'm not gonna execute migration yet, right? But stay with me. We're gonna close this guy. We're gonna go to web. And I want us to start with the view model, right? For clients, MVC, business info. We need to do the same thing, right? Just here, I'm gonna say required. Here's a property of type string, and it's going to be address, and we need to give it the display attribute, and then we need to say please forgive me, I just woke up. Business address, right? Yes, or address of business, or business address. This is fine. So this is one place where we need to do it. Is there any other place? I know this one's making use of, yeah. All right. Then we need to go to contracts, specifically the response client, this one. Let's scroll up. And there we go. Just a property of type string, address. We're good to go. I believe that's it. Now let's go to the views quickly. If we go to clients, when we add the business info, so I can just easily copy this guy, right? And this will be the address. IntelliSense, work with me. There we go. That's it, and then we are done. When we edit, we also need to do the same thing. Oh, my mouse and the battery, I feel like the battery it's low, so it's not fully powering this mouse, but it will obey. All right, there we go. There we go. And then that's about it from this side, the views, right? I don't think we need to deal with the controller, but the services definitely. So client, MVC, business info, here, get info, here, there we go. We need to feed address with some data. There we go. And then when we make some changes, There we go. IntelliSense, it's helping me. And then that's it from this side. And for the crew, we also need to make some changes. There we go. Let's start with this one that's looking at me. No, that one. Dot address. IntelliSense. Yes. And yes. Okay, that's the first one. In the info, we also need to get that address. IntelliSense. Come on. There we go. And that's all. But now, finally, on the web API for the mobile, we need to tell you that, hey, because remember, this is that response that I made the changes to. So I just need to say, listen, you want to get the address, you know, item, yes. Then that's it, because there's only one method. There we go. Then that was it, right? So now we can execute the migrations now. So how do we go about migrations? So we need to open. Now here's the thing about migration. This is why I'm excited to show you live, literally live, right? Even though I have a data access layer in here, I do not do migrations on the project, but I'm doing it against that project. So I'm gonna do this here, open integrated terminal, all right? So we need to do a lot of things. We need to do a lot of things. We need to go backwards. There we go. And then we need to cd into, which one starts? Users, yes. We need to cd into this folder, yes. We need to cd into project, yes. We need to cd into cover the shoe, yes. We need to cd into cover the shoe dot web underscore web, which is this project. I'm trying to get inside of this project, this one. Okay, now we can run migration. So on my note here, I'm just gonna copy this guy, because migrations here using a Mac, they're difficult, especially on in VS Code, but with the Visual Studio it's very simple. So let me just make this change and then I'll explain to you. So I've added address column on business info table. So what am I doing? I'm saying .NET EF migrations. I'm gonna say add, this is gonna be the name, add address column on business info table. Here's a project, right? It's gonna look for that one. You see, I said we're doing migrations in web, but against a data access layer. So this is what this means. So if I hit enter, it's gonna make some whole lot of changes in here, especially migrations, if everything's all right. So it's building right now. It's making sure that there are no errors and whatsoever. All right, so let's give it a couple of seconds. So how long have I been doing this? I started with the Visual Studio, and it was basically easy, and then came VS Code because Microsoft discontinued support for VS for Mac on MacBook, so it was difficult. All right, as you can see, the folder migrations, it shows that there's a new thing that was added in there. All right, so we open migrations, and then we look for that new file, and here it is. There we go. So before you commit the migrations, you need to make sure that whatever you did, it's what you want to do. Number one, this is the name of the migration. And then on the app method, we are adding a column, the name is address, on a table business info, type, and virtual max. Nullable false, that means we need to, it needs to have some value. but it doesn't have a default value. Down, if it finds it, drop it. So then the second part of migration is going to be this one. So here, then I just need to copy that name and then execute. So this is where the magic happens. Let me do this so you can see, because it needs to do a whole lot of work. There we go. As soon as I see done, I'm happy for days. Okay, so why did I have to go through all of this? Because I need to be authenticated, and then I need to go to a proper directory. The thing is, if you start up and then say, remember I said integrated in terminal, this is not the location that I need to be in. It goes to this project, but we need to be inside that project to do the work against that project. All right, I hope this makes sense. So let's go and verify and confirm. This we're not gonna need. Close it. So for this one, let's run again. Let's see if now the changes reflected. No, they didn't. It's fine. We can just do this and run again. I see address. So question is, where is it? Oh, obviously at the end. So that's our new column right there. All right. So finally, we need to test to see if it's working correct. Let's go and say run without debugging. All right. So now let's see the changes that we made, if they do make sense. Give it a couple of seconds to load. So I was saying, how long have I been doing this? As a developer, as soon as you understand, okay, I don't understand why would we have, oh, okay. No, the migration built against this, but I need to be able to clean this guy. So let's right click and clean, in fact, the entire thing, the entire solution, because yeah, it needs to get rid of everything in there. And access denied, I see stuff, access denied. Hey, that's a lot. There we go. So I was saying, as a developer, as a programmer, database, it's critical to understand. I'm using SQL Server, I'm using .NET EF Core, and trust me, it's not a walk in the park, because you need to be precise and you need to be very smart about this. Very, 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 very smart. So yeah. So let's give it a couple of seconds. In fact, I ain't gonna wait for this. I'm gonna force it to reload. And let's see if it's running. It's a good sign that it's running, but we need to check if can we have data in there. Edit. But why did I put this thing here? Business address is too far. Oh no. So let's quickly go back to the views. Edit. Oh, I see what I did. Not there, my friend. Right here. So let's confirm with this one. Name. Okay. And let's rerun quickly. Start without debugging. I hope you understand why I made the changes to wherever I made them, because It's quite important. Let's cancel. Let's go again. There we go. I need the name, and then I need the business address. Do you understand? To say 34th Henry Street, extension 67, Gauteng, something like this, and then that's all I want, and save. And it says I have edited, so let's see data, and there we go. And if we go and run this guy again, can we see the data? There we go, 34th Henry Street, extension 67, Gauteng. And this is something that I want to show off. This is something I was excited about, and it's permanent. I just need to move the changes from local database to a production database instead, and carry on working. So as you can see, the ad should expect the end user to add something, right? The edit, you just saw it. Because if you look at the migrations, or the changes that we made, oh, there's a whole lot here. Oh, there's a whole lot. So why did we make the change here? So this one, get all business info response. This is for mobile app, because like I said, I saw address was missing. So that's the change we made it there on the contracts. And here, what is this file? On the services, I have to make sure that we are feeding data. Do you understand? And also here, the view model, it will just expected address, but tell the user that, hey, business address, and it should not be null because this is required. And that's all basically. Listen, I hope this video was very informative. If you did find it very informative, please leave a thumbs up, like it. And if you have any question or positive comment or feedback that you want to leave, use the comment section to add your comment. And if you want to know more about the database and migration, how do I add a table, all of that, please let me know. And if this is the very first time watching this video, please do subscribe and turn on that notification bell, so that when I drop the next video, then like I said, I move randomly. Anything that I believe it will be very important to you, I try my best to cover it. And like I said, my name is Tumitladi, and this is my world of programming. Until next time.